Okay, I've been talking for a while, so you've probably made some assumptions about me and what I look like. You're making most of these assumptions based on my voice, but you've probably made a few other assumptions about me. One, I have a master's degree in communication, and I've spent a significant amount of time studying communication, so you're going to know that about me. But you're not really going to know what I like and what I don't like, what kind of clothes I wear. Am I a formal or informal person? Where am I filming this clip? What do I like to do on my free time? So I want you to take out a piece of paper, and I'm going to ask you some questions. And I'm going to use language to try to communicate an idea with you. And I want you to write this idea down and get a vivid picture in your head of what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to tell you about is my thing. Okay, go ahead and write that down. Now what's happening is that you have what's called encoding. If we go back to that model of communication, the sender has to encode the message in order for the receiver to receive it. That means I have to take the idea that's in my mind and put that idea into yours. A lot of us think in pictures, so I want to take the thing that's in my mind and put that thing in yours. And we use language as a way of doing that. So I'm not doing a very good job encoding this, am I? So I'm going to have to give you a little bit more help, and I want to use more specific language. So let's say my animal. Okay, go ahead and write down what animal you think I'm talking about. Now we're going to make some assumptions again based on common animals that people have. I could give you another hint and say pet. You probably assumed that, but we're going to say this animal is a pet of mine. Now I've used some more specific language. That's going to give you a few more clues, but not quite enough. So the next clue I'm going to give you is my dog. Now a lot of people have dogs, and a lot of people really like their dogs. So people are going to make assumptions that the dog that I have looks like the dog that they have. Now where do you think this idea of does your dog look like you came from? Comes from common culture, right? For example, 101 Dalmatians put some clips out in their movie on dogs and their owners. So, do you think I look like my dog? Well, first of all, you have to meet me and know what I look like. And you probably don't even have that idea in your head yet. So let me give you a clue. Which one do you think I am? I've been giving you some feedback, right? So that's helping you get an idea. Okay, so looking at me, can you figure out what my dog looks like? Well, there she is. That's Jackie. I might have given you more specific clues, like she's a black dog all over. She's a medium-sized dog. She's a border collie crossed with a Rottweiler. She's got a little bit of white on her chest and just a sweetheart. So that's my Jackie, and that's me. You probably learned from this lesson that we're going to make assumptions based on similar interests. People like people that are like them. And when we first meet and try to communicate with each other, people try to find common ground. Do you like this movie? Did you like Spider-Man? And they try to find conversations where they can come together and agree on things, and it helps us to build our friendships. I'm going to let you watch a conversation between Mitch and Angela, and I want to see if you can identify all of the elements we've discussed in the last two lessons. You can click on the link below the picture below this lesson and you can watch this scenario. And when you finish that, I want you to take a little bit of look ahead at one of the final projects we're going to do in this course. And as I said earlier, the goal of this course is to help you become a better communicator. So our final project is to demonstrate some very specific communication skills. These are all covered in the textbook and the lessons, and you'll be making a video, doing some role playing, just like Mitch and Angela did, and in this lesson, like the students in my Speech 151 class. So you can watch that presentation and get an idea of where we're going. Don't forget to submit your required homework in the red box, and I'll see you next week for our next lesson.